On Tuesday, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced new efforts to recruit and retain teachers in his state's public school system, touting the elimination of Common Core and the movement towards a progress monitoring system. DeSantis has made the recruitment of veterans as teachers his latest goal in the education space. DeSantis also proposed broadening the parameters to become a teacher to create a pipeline to teaching that would include qualified police officers and first responders. The Florida Republican, who is running for re-election, has put his education record at the forefront of his campaign. DeSantis has opposed school shutdowns due to the COVID-19 pandemic and has made opposition to the teaching of critical race theory central to his civics initiative. DeSantis' Democratic opponents, including gubernatorial candidates Charlie Crist and Nikki Fried, have branded DeSantis extreme in his education policy, accusing him of dragging the state into the culture war morass. Republicans have praised DeSantis, and he has emerged as the top 2024 Republican presidential contender should former President Trump stay out of the race.
Yes. Who are you? Okay.
Quick question for you, and thank you, Governor. In Pinellas County, the Pinellas County School Board put forth a private contract with a for-public corporation for international teachers. They're going to have an international hiring quota for teachers that are non-citizen teachers. I noticed that wasn't part of your plan. Where do international teachers play in your European plan for Florida?
I mean, look, with everything, I think that, we're putting Floridians first, okay? We're putting Americans first. I do not want to have, if we have a qualified teacher in the United States or in Florida, I don't want to go with a foreigner over somebody that's from our communities. There's nothing wrong with, in some situations, I don't know how it would work, what they're doing, but clearly, we believe in putting the people here in Florida first, and our programs are designed to benefit Floridians, not people in other countries. Yep. Yes, ma'am. I hope so. So the question was basically, teaching is not being pursued by a lot of people that are in college right now to the extent it was. You go back like after World War II, that was a great job. It was pursued, and that's kind of waned over the years. And I think even more recently, it's been so that's one of the reasons we've done a lot with average minimum salaries, because we want to recruit and retain. And the average minimum was not just starting; it was the average minimum in the state was $40,000. We had a lot of teachers making between $40,000 and $48,000. They all got increases too. So everyone does to be able to stay. So that was part of it. But I do think that these schools of education and the specific way they go about it, I don't think is the right way to do it. I don't think these ed schools have been proven to be effective. I think what you do is you get people that have proficiency in core academic disciplines, and then you have them go in. But trying to teach them at like certain schools of education, I think that's been overtaken by ideology. And so I think that's a turnoff for a lot of people, because at the end of the day, I think most people that would want to get into it, they want to get into it and they want to be there and they want to be helping students. They don't want to be kind of a cog in some indoctrination machine. And that's what we in Florida, our mantra has been, our schools are to educate kids, not indoctrinate kids. And we're not going to have all this stuff where we were going. And so hopefully what we're doing is saying that, teaching is not about learning, quote, education in college or university. It's really about having proficiency in subjects and then learning on the ground about how to do it. And the thing is, you can have people that do well in like a college course. Some of them, they get in front of the classroom and they're not up to snuff. There's other people that may not have had as high a grade point average in university courses, but they have real energy and they connect with the students and they just do a really good job. And so that is something that I think you can't really judge on an academic transcript, but certainly we would prefer people with real-world experience and academic proficiency in the core subjects they're teaching, English, math, science, not saying, oh, I went to the School of Education somewhere and they taught me kind of how to teach.